Happy Friday. How we all doing? We're back with some more Last Epoch Season 2, Tombs of the Erased. Let's go. Void Hammer time. No time to waste here. Let's go, go, go. Trying to get to Empowered Monoliths. I think they switched it up since I played last. I don't know. There looked to be another, like an extra island. And I'm on the... I think one of the last islands before Empowered, I think. I hope. I don't know. We're just kind of going through today, and we got the... loot filter updated. I need to get my build guide link. I totally forgot to update that. Let me go. I'll have to do that here in a minute. Let's just go right into the end game. I think we are... yeah. Whatever. I don't know what the Shattered Road is. So I don't know if I have to do that before I unlock Empowered or how it works. And I decided I'm done doing Woven until I get to Empowered. I guess I don't really need any special relic, but yeah, we'll see what it'll pop. And I was heavily target farming for Glyphs of Despair, so that when you're crafting, you have a chance to seal an item affix. So in essence, unlocking a 5th slot to craft on your gear. Really overpowered. But I ran out of them, and within 20 minutes I was already back up to 24, so the good old Circle of Fortune action is very valuable for that. We're gonna skip that. I really just want to get through this timeline. We're shorter stream tonight. Maybe we'll be doing an extra stream tomorrow night, make up for the shortness that we're gonna do here, but I'm looking at about a 2-hour stream. Hopefully here's the plan. We'll see. Got date night tonight. Gonna watch the new season of You. Crazy show. Not really my vibe. My wife likes it, so I'll tolerate it. I'll tolerate it. It's not the worst show I've ever seen. Not as good as Love Island, that's for sure. And if anyone wants to jump in, I'm down multiplayer, whatever. Just want to kill, get loot. Wait, what'd I miss? I thought this was a tomb down here. Oh, there's one even further down I missed. Rip. I killed this one. Of course. We're also trying to not totally bog down our bags either. I don't want to get stuck sorting a bunch of crap later, so. Set items we're throwing in. I got... and then those are going to be if they're LP, I guess. Set items. I also have an LP tab somewhere. There it is. And these are probably all vendor. One Exalted. Remember, I have it set up so if there's caps, we know it's an Exalted. Attunement. Why was that filtered that way? That's weird. On we go, and we need 400 stability. That's not bad. Turn this back on too. I really am trying to get these glyphs. There's one out there. Work towards the glyphs of despair. Freaking amazing. Okay, I guess I gotta do the wand one first, Rip. Little arena. And then here soon I'm wanting to jump into these dungeons because we're going to have to, I believe it's Temporal Sanctum is the legendary crafting one. And I believe you want to at least be able to do tier 4 so you can do the highest level of uniques and whatever. So we're going to have to do that. But I'm gonna chill on these tonight. I want to get to Empowered Monolith first and see how that goes, see how hard that is. And I also found out I was missing a bunch of health. I'm aiming for 3k HP and I'm not even halfway there yet. Just shy of it. Just shy of halfway anyway. But there's like literally the rest of my points, my passive points are going to go into health nodes on the Void Knight tree. I was grabbing all the damage and leech nodes. Another one. Ooh, an exalted there. Looked like a bow, though. It is Friday, man. Get some good family time in this weekend. I'm excited. Big stuff going on. It's going to be good. Kill him faster. We're looking for unstable rifts. I should honestly be doing these tombs, man. I shouldn't skip them, but... Ooh. Bunch of crapola there. I thought about disabling my shatter filter just so I can not have so much crap to sift through for a little bit, but that is what it is. We'll run the tombs, why not? We need all the amber we can get so we can buy more woven maps. Woven echoes. I did one earlier and I can't remember. So I did the shrine one, but there was another one I did that was like really good. Of course now I can't remember what was good about it. I just remember thinking like, man, I gotta get a bunch of these. Oh. Get over here. So many uniques. It started to, like, I thought about just, if they're not LP, just filter them out. I don't know if you even can. But I did enough playing with the loot filter today. I'm not doing any more filter work tonight. There you go. Oh, and we actually converted our shield throw to fully void. I wish you could do it for hammer, because the base of hammer throw is still physical, which feels bad.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I didn't mean to loot all those idols.
I cannot do that.
That's done. I don't know what he was winding up there. Love the gold, because I don't have to sort it. Let's see. Dodge, crit chance. I don't think we're not even going to enchant anything. I'm really trying to save my ember up until I have, because the problem is the idols I have aren't even perfectly rolled yet. And by perfect, I mean have the 2 affixes that I want. Not even talking about the range rolls on there. Well, once they all have that, then we'll sit there and really keep enchanting back to back. And I also have a feeling at higher corruption and higher echoes, we'll be able to pull more Weaver's Touch on those too and get more enchants on them. So, I don't know if that's true, but that's my theory.
Too heavy. Too heavy.
Seriously, again? I don't want to leave that. What do we got here? Shield Rush. We'll do a round of sorting here. After this run. Of course, of course. Now we're good. I ain't gonna worry about those other ones. Look at all these uniques and sets, man. That's wild. Absolutely wild. Gonna have to filter some of these out, I think. The sets I'm stacking up because we can just break them down anyway. There's a yellow, and that was the winged helm. That's, I think, actually the base we're looking for. Oh, throwing attack speed, we'll keep a hold of that. Not great. Void's not bad. Wow, 2 LP on there, nice. We're keeping a hold of the set items as well. That's wild. Like half my peg was sets and uniques. Weaver's Will. These were all LP. We can look at these here. These ones are probably not upgrades. Damage when the skill echoes. Tier 2 to shatter it. If it was higher tier, we would have done the removal. Yeah, that's a bow. And I also unlocked it so that new reward type shows up. This one right here. You can get Woven Echoes, actually, as the reward type. Pretty awesome. Hopefully save me some ember. Memory ember.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
In and out, in and out. Don't spam click.
I cannot do that.
Oh, got me there. Nice. That was one of my prophecies there. That was why we got the triple despair glyphs. That's what I'm chasing, and I think we're about to 30 of them now.
Stand down or die.
Let's say, I think it possessed one of them. There we go.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Alright, we're going to start skipping the shatters for now. We'll leave the filter on, though, but... I was looking at some other builds, but I would have to give up my shield rush, which is what I'm using to get around real quick. And I don't think I'm ready to get rid of it yet. I don't know what I'd do without it. It'd have more damage, though. That's... Well, maybe I should consider it. Oh, there's the ambush there. I love it when the objective happens in the tomb. We can zoom through. Not even worried about those. I got like 300 glyphs of hope. Uh-oh. Is all this crap just sniping me?
I cannot do that.
Get out of here.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Gotta get the cocoons too. See?
I cannot do that.
I don't know why I always open up with the stun. I should save it though for giant mechanics. Already cleared bag, nice. Let's see. Let's go down here actually for the Woven Echo. I didn't even look at my stability either. Locate rifts. Again, yes.
I cannot do that.
Jeez, I'm actually gonna grab that exalted one. Fine, I'll grab these. I love how I swear it's timed, like if you're in here, or maybe it's just because we killed enough, but it just ends up showing you eventually. Pretty sure it's probably because I killed enough stuff. Yeah, we'll kill that. I wish my fire damage was good. So these, right, some of these shrine effects, they look cool, but they really don't do anything. Go back for that. Pretty good idol-wise. I think there's... I have one resistance I need to fix, and then I can get like another 15-20% more damage. Something like that. And I need to craft on that one too, but I think we're waiting for the 2 correct affixes to roll on that one as well. I don't think I have any idol yet that actually has both rolls that I'm looking for. Alright, fine. Kill that first. This thing's gonna kill me. Just jump him real quick. Ooh, is that the one we want? Nope. Looking for a unique shield that makes shield throw pretty much amazing. It increases the level, of course, but it also makes it so that you can retaliate with it when you block, I think. But the thing is, I've found about 2 copies of them, but we're trying to find more than 1 LP on there. And on top of that, we need to keep an eye out for a decent exalted shield. And then once we're at that point, we'll go ahead and hit up that dungeon. What is it? Temporal Sanctum, I believe. We're just saving up all the stuff we need right now before we go in there. And I'm going to have to push through all the tiers as well. I don't know what level Sigion's is. I think it's 60, but... 35, actually. Get him!
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
What do we got for a shrine? Give me a lizard shrine.
I cannot do that.
Oh.
Down or die.
Ooh, wow. Is that the one? Nope. I wish these filters just worked the way... I mean, I guess they do work. I can't really complain about them. And the bone Ammy, that's the one that's... Is it this one? It's not even that good, really.
Yes.
Don't need that, don't need that. Her chance is decent, don't need attunement. Not bad.
Yes.
Forgot to grab these.
Take that.
Weaver's Will's going to fill up really quick. All right, we have enough stability. Let's go ahead and get the quest done. And then I don't know if we got to do that other island or not, but find out. I'm getting a little bit excited. It's been a while since I've actually pushed a character to Empowered. It's not really a push, it's just a time investment in it. More of a time commitment than a push. They've really tuned the game down. It's either this is OP or they tune the game down. I feel like it may be a little bit of both. But we'll see. I don't want to talk too much smack before we get to the actual end game. It's so weird. The actual end game.
I cannot do that.
Who are you?
I cannot do that.
I wonder if I can go all the way around, or what?
I cannot do
I feel like I should have gone to this other one first. I swear they've changed these two. I don't really remember.
I cannot do that.
I guess I don't remember this, like these ones where I gotta run through, but I have remembered all the bosses that I've done.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Boosts everything. Best shrine in the game. Literally boosts everything. That's what it does. You're like checking the tooltip. Prismatic Shrine boosts everything.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Take care.
Oh, exited out of the game there. Defeat something. I don't know what I'm supposed to be fighting. This thing? Where'd it go? Oh. There you go. I think I dropped my wallet. I think my sock came untied.
I cannot do that.
I want a hammer shrine. That's what they should let me do on the Weaver. The Weaver's Web. Help me. Maybe you can. I haven't looked into it, but help me. Tell the game what shrines I want. Have a higher chance to get the ones I want or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
I cannot do that. I cannot.
Champion. We can't be skipping that.
I cannot do that.
There. Dodge the AoEs. GG.
I cannot do that.
Cool beans. Whoa. I believe that's 30 Glyphs of Despair now. That's pretty good.
I cannot do that.
Love COF.
I cannot do that.
COF I feel like is so powerful. So like with the trade one, I don't know. I don't think you can buy crafting mats. Maybe you can. But if you can't, then that sucks. Like, that just makes COF just so much better. I guess you can just buy the items instead of having to craft yourself, I guess. There's that argument. But depends. I don't know what the economy is like over there, because if they're expensive, you need to be able to craft decent stuff, to be able to sell, to be able to break into the economy. So then you could be into kind of a weird loop, right? Because one dude said, oh yeah, I play trade till I get like 5 million gold, and then I go over to COF or whatever. So they have enough gold, but I'm like, well, the reverse of that could be true. Just go COF till you make a bunch of crazy items. Although those can't be traded, so never mind. You're not stuck in a loop. There you go. I had to play it out in my head. They got the COF tag. You cannot trade them. We're going to grab our last leech node, and the rest is going to be all health. Alright, boss time. Here we go. I don't remember this boss. Please be hard. Please be hard. Oh yeah, I do remember this one.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I remember that one mechanic. I don't remember all this other crap.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Oh, we can stun that dude. Oh, that's massive. That's a major, major boss mechanic too, and we can straight up stun it. Oh my gosh. Field bash OP. Is that not the fight? Another phase? Yeah, I don't remember this. I do not remember this. I guess we should have stunned it. I can't, it's on cooldown. I go for these ads here. Maybe. There we go. Whoa. Can I stun it? Nah, we're just gonna play it safe. Whoa! Okay, stun it so I can settle for a second here. Okay, this again. Ooh. Ah, I missed it. Dodge this. That's funny.
I cannot do that.
Okay, we got a second here. Nope, can't stun it. Ugh. I think because it's, you know, they're not actually channeling it in this phase or whatever.
I cannot do that.
Makes sense. Oof.
I cannot do that.
I have a health potion over here. We can grab that.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Boss fight's a little bit intense. Not too hard. Cool, dude. I don't want to die from this mechanic. I don't know if it can damage me or not. Glad I saw that. Okay. Body or gloves? Let's go with gloves. There's some pretty good stuff we would need on our gloves. Wow, that was a fun fight. What's this? Open the gate at the Shattered Road. To reach the Shattered Road, one must prove their strength against a Harbinger. Harbinger? I don't know what it's called. Something like that. Cool. Is that it?
How are you still alive?
What was a Harbinger?
Walked away from a harbinger, a warrior handpicked by Aberon. They hunt travelers, recruit them, or execute them. I've never seen any other outcome until now.
How do I still have music playing? Oh, it's doing this stupid thing again. I gotta fix that. They need to update this app. Then we'll look into this whole thing. I want to figure out what we're doing here. Didn't exist last time I played. Alright, the Forgotten Knight. A warrior handpicked by Aberoth.
I'm not sure. This is something new. I need to retrace my steps. And yours.
Take this crest. You will remain hidden from the Harbingers until you activate it. Once
Oh, and Traveler. You'll need to fight them in empowered timelines. I hope to see
Okay.
you soon. Alive.
View the Knight's faction panel while in Shattered Road. Whoa! This is all new to me. The Altar of Oblivion is too well guarded to attack. Defeat a Harbinger in each timeline. That sounds like a lot of work. I can't... What do I gotta do? View the Forgotten Knights faction while in Shattered Road. Oh, I'm in Shattered Road. What do I do? What is this? To end the Harbinger threat, defeat unique Harbingers in different timelines with the required corruption. Defeating unique Harbinger. I love that word. I love saying it weird. Will increase your rank. So you actually have to defeat them to level this up. That's cool. Okay, and then you unlock rewards. As you kill them, they will drop eyes. Once you've defeated enough, you can unlock the Altar of Oblivion. Use an eye to gain entry and confront Aberoth. Okay. 40% chance for Nemesis items to include an Egg of the Forgotten. So how do you... So I killed one. Oh, so this is where you track it then. Okay. I always like to just do them in order, so we'll do Fall the Outcast. So what do I need to know about that? What corruption? Okay, minimum required 100. Okay. How do I unlock Empowered? Do I gotta still interact with this crystal thing? Whoa! Shattered Road. It's already in there, though. They have changed all of this drastically. Okay, well, let's just go. Okay, so yeah, now they're empowered to 100. Or they have them unlocked or whatever. So we'll just start down here. This is wild, dude. Should probably sort my bags before I go into one of these. Yeah, we're going in. Empowered. Minimum. Corruption 100. Corruption increases health, monster health, and damage. Corruption increases item rarity and XP gained. Also increases rarity of Echo. Unique set bows or quivers. This is cool. But it shows you that. Whoa. What are optional? I assume probably to fight the boss. Alright, let's go. First ever empowered Echo. Here we go. Well, first ever, I guess, this year. Done them before, but...
I cannot do that. Stand down. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Not that much different, are they? And what is it? You gotta fight the Shade of Oribus to get more corruption still? Or I wonder if there's other ways to increase your corruption. Because I guess we don't really even need to do them in order. We could just go after whatever... Like, whatever timeline we need to actually target farm. For our actual items. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling the extra monster health. Yeah. I ain't lying about that one. Get over here. Well, hopefully better rewards, I guess, and...
I cannot do that.
I can definitely tell a difference with their health, though. That working. There it goes. Give me something good for the empowered. The empowered grind. Oh yeah, I'd rather have hammer throw than gold, but I really haven't had any need for gold. Yo, I had a feeling that wasn't going to go great. Necrotic, wow, that was a crazy hit. Over half my life in one hit. And I'm capped on that too. What's my armor? Yeah, we need more of that too. That's alright. I'm glad it's a challenge. I feel like I've been kind of just rolling through lately. What are these? These are the shatters, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes?
Anything good? Fire damage. Yeah, we'll grab it. No, back up to frickin' 90. If these are any good. I should filter it out so that it's only exalteds. I think I'm at that point with boots. And honestly, probably shields as well. So this is empowered life. Cool. So I wonder if I need to figure out... Not need, but I wonder if I should figure out... What is this? You get one gaze of Oribus when you defeat the boss in this quest Echo, and are granted an option to choose a blessing. So that must be these, I'm assuming. Gaze of Oribus will be consumed when you slay Shade of Oribus. To grant additional corruption. However, if you die while fighting such a shade, you'll lose one. Okay. 12 corruption up to 4 stacks. Okay, well let's look what the other timeline rewards are, because I wish it would just tell me so not to go to each of them. I guess we can probably Google it. Shields. We could do that one and farm for our the unique shield that we're chasing. Could do that. And I already knew this was going to be the thing, was going to be my health pool's way freaking low, dude. We need to more than double my health pool, which is going to happen just as we level up here. We're going to be putting all our points into the passive tree health nodes. So I'm not that worried. It's just, we just got to grind it out, level up.
I cannot do that.
And when I got my hammers going, and then they just outrange them right outside of the hammer area. Smart, I tell ya. Yeah. We'll see if my theory is right. So that if it is, we gotta get 400 stability, and then we can get a hopefully an upgrade blessing. Oh wow, more XP up there. It's really awesome if you go into an echo, and then in there, if you find a tomb, you'll actually get the echo reward from the tomb, as well as actually completing the echo. So you can actually get double rewards that way if you don't die. Which is pretty awesome. But you gotta stay alive. That's the trick. Well, we can probably just go for it. Whoa, that about one-tapped me. You mean I gotta actually dodge stuff now?
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Oh no.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
This is insane, dude.
I cannot do that.
This is hard. And people were saying the game's too easy? I was saying that. I was one of them. Well, that sucks. So we lose that reward. Alright. You know what we could do? We could do a crafting session. I actually have a bunch saved up, because I kind of had a feeling that we would hit a wall eventually. Not really a wall, I just need to... Yeah, we just need to craft some of the gear I've been holding on to. Some of the items I couldn't even craft because it was too low level, which we're now high enough for, so...
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Nothing good.
I cannot do that.
I think we're gonna have to just... I was gonna say, I think I just gotta slow it down and actually kill stuff, but it was literally just that nemesis, dude. Blasted me. I'm scared to fight an exiled mage now, too. Oh no, totally out of mana. I never had mana issues because everything would die in 2 to 3 hits up until now. Oh, wow.
I cannot do that.
That was worth it. Totally. I believe these usually spawn a champion at the end, so fingers crossed it's nothing crazy. Not bad, not bad. We completed one. Was that my first ever one to complete? I think it was. Ooh. Wow. It's only tier 7 too. Wow. So we would have to use a removal, and hopefully it removes block effectiveness. It did, but it trashed the item. That's fine. I need to clear up a spot for, ooh, leech rate. Wow, that's pretty good. I need to clear up a spot for, wow, hold on, give me those. Those are good. I need to clear up a prefix for my set thing. What's it called? The Forgotten Knights set affix thing. And I found out which, so I was using the thing, I was using the Despairs, where you have a chance to move a affix instead of upgrading it, it'll move it so it's sealed. That's what I did on this thing. A sealed block chance, which sucks, but yeah, you can't use an item with a sealed affix cannot be used in legendary crafting, so. I didn't know that until after the fact. But that's right. I mean, I'm still learning so much. I feel I'm really, I mean, even though I have 1,000 hours in the game, I really am trying to treat it like a new game. Relearning everything. But some of the stuff will just, like, I'll, you know, read the game guide or whatever. Hit it right here. And then I'll just be like, oh yeah, and then I'll remember it instantly. And then other things I'm like, I just really don't remember. Maybe I didn't interact with the stuff as much, or new, or I don't know. It's exciting. I like it.
Stand down. I cannot do that.
My goal is to get a build I can just mindlessly grind with, which we were doing, and now that we're in Empowered, I feel like it's a little different. But oh my gosh, how did I survive that? We need to level up, man. We need to level up. I may have to respec out of yeah, I'm gonna actually toss around some passive points here. Just to get this health pool up. And then the only other thing really that right now, other than of course more damage, is getting our mana regen sorted. I thought I was off to the side of it. That's baloney. That is so much crap. That was crap, dude. Well, let's go move these around then. We could craft. We can move around these passives.
I cannot do that.
Hello, traveler.
Allocate points here, so we can go. Let's see. I do want the echo chance. Vitality increased. There was one. Where was it? Must be this one. Strength and no. We'll go with that one first, and then we'll come back here for the... And then I need literally 9 more points. That's crazy. Take 5 out of there. I feel like this hammer throw or whatever, axe thrower is not that good. And then we need 4 more points. We could take it out of. We need that. Reduce damage from crits. How much health we're at? I've only got me up to 1.7. I was hoping that'd get me over 2 at least. I don't know where else I'm going to put points at, man. I was really seriously hoping that was going to give me more health than that. Okay, stun avoidance, 6. This one's wild, but that's a 15-point commitment. I feel like we are going to have to grab health, actually. Our armor more than I had planned. What am I missing? There's something I'm not thinking of right now. Well, let's do a little crafting session then and see what we can pull off. That triggers my OCD. I'm going to actually slam that right in the middle, because this is one that I want to keep an eye on. I may try to level that one up a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to start out with body armor. Okay. Let's see here. Let's just see what we're working with, I guess. Let's start there, because vitality's, you know, obviously huge. So let's... 1742, 19, so over 200 health just from that alone. So we're going to try to leave the vitality to give up damage. We're going to have to. I hate that. But... Okay, now let's look at our resistances here. So we do need poison resistance. So we can either try to re-roll the lightning resistance. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to actually re-roll the dodge on there to chaos. We're in chaos here. Can't, 'cause it's tier 5. Alright, poison resistance isn't really that important. Let's see if we can seal the shield rush then. OMG, it actually worked. What are we competing against? We have void damage. What's even the base item? Mana regen. Ooh. This is what I have currently. That'll be a little bit less. I wonder if you can reroll the implicit stat there. I bet you can. There's void damage and void damage over time. Now, I believe this scales off of void damage, damage over time, and throwing attack. So it does scale off both. So then it comes down to a matter of which can roll higher, I guess, right? So if we did void damage, it can roll up to 165. And damage over time can roll up to 210. So we would want void damage over time, but it's a fully open slot, so perhaps just throwing damage would be better. I only have three. Wow, that must be a really rare affix then, because that's wild, man. We can do either crit chance, or we could do void damage. I guess let's just do crit chance, see how that goes. And then we got our glyph of hope in there. Now, I wanted to see if there's a way I can re-roll that mana regen there on the base item itself. Here it is, re-rolls implicit. So we have 475 and 22. Oh, we went up by 5%, I'll take it. Okay. Now here's going to be the really depressing part of this. Is our sheet damage. 35, 43, which isn't very much, but actually went up due to that crit. And we're got more health upgrade. We're going to shatter that. Okay, next piece. Let's see if there's anything else that's really going to compete. Not really running Time Rod. I've thought about working Time Rod into there more, but... Increased health and echo damage with vitality. Wow. Like the game knows what I'm after with this piece. Wow, you don't see that all the time. But okay, we're under the necrotic. That's fine. Let's see. What's the Courser rolled tier 5. Okay, what are we wanting on Helm? Let's see here. What did I plan out? Of course. Okay, this is going to be a massive upgrade. And then what our implicits roll? Like, you're telling me that can roll up to 130%? It rolled 45. Is that real? 313, 4, and 45. Oh, it went down to 15. 52. Oh, should I leave it? Now we're going. 20. Oh, no. I screwed myself over. Okay, here we go. 3671 up to... Well, I actually did lose damage. Yeah, I was hoping the crit would be good, but... And we screwed up the echo damage as well. But we're over 2k health, so we're going to throw this actually in here. We may mess with this one a little bit later. I have 2 other helmets here to grade. That's right, we're grading these things. This one gets an F. Now, whoa! What's the base though? Stun chance and lightning. We'll be giving up that damage over time. Avoid damage and damage over time. We'll take the crit multi. Keep crit chance, see if we can despair. Of course, of course, of course. And we have our insane shred. And then we can also get void penetration here. Void penetration. I only have 3 of them though. Maybe I don't want to go into that. Oh, let's see what else. There's health on kill. Or physical penetration. I feel like physical penetration. I probably don't have many. Okay, I guess we'll go health on kill. And then we're gonna see if we can despair that one off of here. Although if we seal affixes, we can't use them to make legendaries, but I think that's alright because there's not really a unique. We're out of forging potential anyway. Alright, here we go. 34.95. 32. Eh. That armor shred though, man. I'm not trashing it yet. I still feel like... I know it's out of forging potential, but... I feel like there's something to be said for that amount of armor shred. That's insane. Next up, we got boots. Boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. My jam, alright? It's my jam. That's an amulet, I believe. Here we go. Go full OCD on this. Start with these ones, because I know these ones are crap. Movement speed and crit avoidance. My crit avoidance, I know, is lacking. It's uncapped right now, so that's a massive, massive issue. And that is the highest. Those will not be an upgrade no matter what. Unless we find another item that can kind of band-aid that crit avoidance that I need. Hold on, did this... The sealed affix is exalted. That's crazy. Wow. It's just the crit avoidance is holding me back, where I think we're going to have to settle on boots. Yeah, we're gonna have to hold on. We'll hold on to these. They all are really good, but yeah, we cannot give up that crit avoidance right now. What are we working with? Mana? Mana, we gotta have mana regen. We have to have mana regen. Trash then. And what's up with this one? Void. I don't think I need that much void, but now we can play with it for a little bit. I don't know if we really need mana. I want to say Relic was, yeah, mana regen and then throwing, and then you can get level of hammer throw is the one that you can get on here that's crazy. Yeah, straight up throwing damage. What are we competing against again? Yeah. No, we have to have mana regen. We have to have mana regen or this won't work, so. Crash. Almost like if they're exalted, should I even look at them? Let's see. This one I don't think will ever compete with that belt. See, now there's your critical strike avoidance. This one's actually not bad. If I could just roll this freeze off of there. Oh my gosh, it actually did the one I wanted, man. Dude, you don't see that ever. I don't ever see that, man. We can get throwing damage. Or we could get void. Yeah, I don't think that'll be. But that'll enable us to then use those other boots that have more movement speed. That's kind of my thought process. Plus, these do have health as well. We can do that, and then we can come over here. One of these, which one was it? One of these had a little bit of, that was these. A little bit of crit avoidance. And that, honestly, that might even get us to, actually gives me more critical avoidance than what I had previously. Okay. Movement speed, we do not need the fire resistance at all. The fire resistance we can chaos. We don't need cold either, do we? Wouldn't hurt. Necrotic or poison would be the best, but actually no, hybrid. If I could get health or hybrid health, that'd be amazing. Take it. And then what was the other one on boots? Oh, so these ones are actually, I am going to throw a set item on here. So I think we're going to keep that free off of there. What was the rule? On it. It has to have... There was something with it and I can't remember. Let's see, Xerix. I cannot remember for the life of me right now. I wonder if I have a woven thing to go do that real quick. I guess I should have looked first, hey? That's bridge. Bridge. The Great Bridge right here we do. We're going to actually go back. We're not going to do an empowered for this. I don't screw myself over. I want to make sure I can actually do what I want to do. I just don't know if I need a prefix or a suffix open for this. That's what I'm trying to... I don't know, and I don't want to screw up that item. We can use... Since it's set and we're not actually doing any legendary crafting... let's see, we're looking for a cemetery. Oh, there was one on one of these I was doing. I saved them on purpose. Okay, right there. Okay. I think I only have one bridge. What I should have done is gone and bought more of the bridge maps if I'm high enough. With the woven. And put a few in here. The good news is, and I was worried about this, I thought, man, that's going to suck. You're going to have to be in there to actually craft the set. But you don't. You literally just, you only have to do the bridge to shatter the sets, and then you can just use them like normal Apex shards. It's really awesome.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I'll just get me through this.
I cannot do that.
Ooh, some XP tomes. Nice. I don't even think it gave me a sliver. I'll take it. Got in a little bit too deep here, man. We're going to actually clear this up. Totally juke maneuvered my shield slam. What a maze, man. They're never... Usually I feel like these are pretty... like straight hallways and stuff. This one's like more of a labyrinth over here. No, don't stand in that. I need serious mana regen. I just love it though. I feel like the crafting in this game is kind of like it's layered. You know what I mean? Like it's not like just go there and craft it. Like there's so many different little mechanics tied into it that it just feels fun. Instead of just going there and then you know, I need more wood or whatever. You know, like a normal, like a survival type game, I guess. All right, bridge. Here we go. And I don't really think I have any idols I care to upgrade. Alright, on to the bridge. Don't worry, we can access our stash at the end of the bridge.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Back here, lizard. We'll come back for that.
I cannot do that. My brilliance is unequaled.
Oh! I feel so weak now from switching out all that gear to get more health.
I cannot do that.
Oh, man. I knew it was going to happen, though, man. I wondered if the Nemesis would reset or not since he killed me last time. Guess not.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Like, I feared he would have just been like, nah, he's not worthy, and then they got to start all over with a new one or something.
I cannot do that.
Glad it doesn't reset, though. Oh, we're gonna have to figure this out, man. I cannot do that. Yeah, we could be making our hammers smite. Like, that's a whole nother layer of damage there we could be doing, too. I didn't really want to go that route, because I feel like, I just felt like that'd be way too strong, but I feel like maybe I should just give in. I'm already playing Void Knight, which is one of the overpowered classes anyway, so why not just go all in, right? I have the set boots. I just thought maybe I don't have that set. I think I do. I think I got it in there. Alright. Set pieces. So these are the actual boots I want, but while we're here, we're just going to break them all down. I know you can shift and right click, but I set up affinities. If I do that, they won't go to the right tab that I want. Or Exalteds. That's why I'm doing it the longer way. Okay. Make sure we get the boots in there. That's why I came here. Alright, now let's see here. Where did I put my boots? Where did I put my boots? It was these two we were playing with, so... This is going to give us leech rate and movement speed. And then since it's not, we're not going to craft this into a legendary, we could try to seal an affix as well. No, I only have 2 of these. We're only going to be able to get to tier 2. These ones were not... Let's just throw them on. I had a feeling I'd use my forging potential. That's okay. Okay, so I am going to lose damage. I'm going to lose even more damage with these, but... really don't know what the point in that was. I guess just science, huh? Okay, let's see. Throwing damage. So I guess we gotta weigh what's the point in this. So we're gonna have leech. Leech rate, so not even amount. I guess more movement speed was kind of the draw. I can tell a difference, I think. Yeah, not really. Okay, so movement speed. Oh, the health, I guess. Like 80 more health, basically. So basically, it's 80 health and a little bit more movement speed versus 500 DPS. I think we're gonna take the DPS here. Yeah. Alright, well, I learned that. I was curious about that, too. I figured we had to have a prefix. I just don't know if all set items are prefixes, or how they're set up. Oh, what else could I mess with? Okay, these are ones you're going to mess around with later. Throwing damage, damage over time. I don't think these will ever compete, will they? Mana regen's okay, but... No, these are never going to be good. On to rings. Critical strike chance. There's more avoidance. This one, wow. This one rolled health and mana regen. Wow. Okay. Okay, so my current ring we don't even have mana regen on, which is one thing we absolutely want to have. I'm going to use our Glyph of Hope here to hopefully preserve some forging potential. Then once we get up to about tier 3, I guess, we're going to switch over to a Glyph of Despair. What's this? I have no idea what this is. So what we're hoping is going to happen here is it will move down here to become a sealed affix, opening up another slot here, and then we can hopefully get damage and make this item compete. Nah, of course. Well, we'll just round it out here. I guess we could have tried to seal that one too. But what's done is done. That's like 430 DPS slots.
I cannot do that.
But if I throw that on, that's still not enough mana to make a difference. It's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. We got here cooldown recovery. Really rather it be a silver ring crit chance, of course, again. See if we can get crit avoidance on one of these. Health and regen's actually not terrible. Ugh. Ugh. Throwing damage and void damage. Okay. They're not bad. But I would rather have mana regen and void damage. Okay, there's our void. Come on, mana regen. Ugh. My last hope. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Wouldn't have had the potential for it. We could just keep this one as is, actually, and just not worry about mana regen right now. Just, you know, this could actually maybe be. Well, we have the implicit crit chance though, so I don't know if that'll even be an upgrade ever. Seeing if I can get crit avoidance. No luck. Oh! It rolled extremely low, though. Ugh. Wow, okay. We can re-roll it, I believe. I don't know if I really want to quite yet, but... we could try for a higher crit avoidance. I don't know, though. How much under cap am I? So even if I rolled 11 would get me up to 94. Yeah, it'd be worth it. Alright. Well, let's try it. I'm worried about that health, though. It could screw that up, but... Alright, crit avoidance. We're at 26. 31. Ooh, do I stop there? Before we commit any further, let's see what this cold damage is going to do. Mana regen, no way. Well, let me seal it. No. Ah, that would have been too good. We're going to leave that for now, and then we'll just hit that. We have 2 forging potential. So we can try to get 6 more, but we could potentially lose 6. I don't know if it's worth the gamble. Oh, man. Well, that one rolled low. That one rolled... Mana regen rolled max. I'm going to leave it. Alright, I don't think it's going to be a damage upgrade, though. So 34.95. Yeah, it's 340 less. But look at our health. I like the crafting. I like this. It's fun to me. I like the whole, even though we're not finding actual upgrades, I just like it. There's something fun about it. And we already did boots. I think that's all my stuff, man. I mean, I have all these, but I don't know if I want to sit here and do all these. Let's see. What were we at? I don't even remember. I was at, what, 1,400 health when we started? We almost got up to... Almost got another 1k health. Not bad. I'm happy with that. Way less damage. But... Alright, let's go see if we can redeem ourselves on the one that we did fail. If we can make our comeback here. Also have a bunch of Weaver's Will items that I want to sit and use Rune of Weaving on and just like see what they roll, because it's pure RNG and some of those stats can roll really, really strong. Where's that mana regen at? It ain't working. I may go throw it on after this run to compare. See if the kill time feels any slower. Just see how it feels around my finger. Ooh, I've died to that mechanic once. Maybe twice. I do not like the Wingaris in this game, man. Oh, I got the cast off. That's so much baloney. I don't know if I want less damage than that. I'll try it out. We'll see how it feels. Ugh. And the rune prisons. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely slower at killing, but... I need more crit. That's the other thing, too, I'm realizing, is I'm not critting as much as I used to. We're at the point in the game where you've got to sit down and you've got to figure out, like... And I already kind of have done this to a degree. We got to really figure out, like, exact which stats. Like, I need more crit. Now, we're not going to stack that, because then we're going to be missing out on, you know, void damage or what, you know, whatever it is. So I gotta sit there and just figure it out. Then we're kind of getting the gear, because sometimes it scales differently than I think it would. Like, no crits feels bad. No crits is crazy. These ads, otherwise they'll sit back and snipe. I will say it's less damage, but the mana regen feels pretty good.
I cannot do that.
Not even hitting for a K, bro. This sucks. That's alright. That would have been a rip without the setup, so. I think we're doing. I think it's empowered. Yeah, it's empowered. All right, all right.
I cannot do that.
I mean, I was just thinking if it gets too hard, like, you know, with the corruption or whatever, I can always go back to the non-empowered and try to farm some drops, because that, I mean, I can mindlessly do that. This isn't that bad. It's just a tad slower than what I've been used to for the past however many hours I've played this season.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Oh, no. No. They're so poorly positioned. Ah, don't matter.
Do that. I cannot do that.
I want to look into my shield rush as well. See if I think I can get more mana efficiency in there. That'll help a little bit.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I'm trying to avoid it. I'm trying. Oh, no.
I cannot do that.
Or I'm like, do I try to avoid, or do I just hope I can leech through it? It doesn't one-tap me.
I cannot do that.
I actually killed the Nemesis this time, so.
I cannot do that. Stand down or
Pretty much what it's going to come down to is making sure we're resistance capped, crit avoidance capped, and then in those extra slots, working in health. Because right now, if you look at my builder, my build planner that I've made, pretty much every slot has resistance of some sort in their suffix slots or whatever. I'll have to give up a little bit of that, and hopefully we roll high enough on other pieces of gear to, you know, be able to do that. You just gotta get some good rolls, man.
I cannot do that.
Oh, I was hoping that'd interrupt that.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Trying to think of what else I can possibly do.
I cannot do that.
Squeeze a little bit more out of this setup here. Really is just down to RNG drops right now.
I cannot do that.
That's what I've got to remind myself, is it's not like we've, you know, have the perfect gear right now. I think if we, you know, obviously if we did, we'd see faster kill times. And the lizards have more health.
I cannot do that.
Oh no, I missed a shrine. An egg. I don't know about the egg. Oh no! Oh, don't stand in that. Roll. It's weird having to dodge stuff, man. Like, no joke, the whole campaign and all the first 10 islands, I could face tank almost anything. I never really dodged anything, I don't think. I just stood there and things died. It's weird. It's good. It's nice. But it's weird. I'm like literally trying to dodge every single thing that I can possibly catch. I'm telling you, like, you'll clip on the bodies, like the collision is so weird. Like, you can't roll around those dudes. I don't know how to get out of that, really. I guess I'd have to go up or down, I guess. Not through. Stunned him mid-swing. Let's go. Major League Gamer.
I cannot do I cannot do that. Stand down or die.
My loot. I don't understand this glyph of envy. What? Disassembles an item, unpredictably changing all properties other than the affix being upgraded. This ability is siphoned to the most recent timeline that you entered and increases its stability. That's so I can sacrifice an item for the timeline stability? Is that mean? Weird. I wonder if that means if I like roll a bunch of, let's try it. Let's just try it here. 138 stability. Get all tier 5s on some crap that I don't care about. Oh, I guess we gotta have forging potential on for the rune though. balls. Siphon stability to fall of the outcast. What were we at? 138? 194. Dude, this is crazy. Hold on. It's sealed. It actually didn't even junk the item either. Maybe you should use that straight up first. What? That's crazy, dude. I'm gonna have to. That's actually really awesome. Oh, that went into the wrong one, I bet. All right, we're gonna do. Let's see. I don't even know what I want to do. What I should do is go do my prophecies, but unfortunately, we only got time for one more map. So let's grind this out real quick. The Twisted Mire. Dude, that is insane. So you can basically just speed run these timelines now or whatever. That's insane, man. Literally blows my mind that you can just skip the stability like that.
I cannot do that.
Look at these frickin' projectile things.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Do that. I cannot do that.
I don't know if it's ever gonna die. There was a little bit of debate going on in the last Epoch community I was seeing on Twitter and stuff about people saying how easy the game is. And then, you know, you'd have the people that have, you know, been playing the game crazy, whatever, commenting on there saying, well, you haven't killed 800 corruption, whatever the hardest boss is, Aberoth or whatever. And then the counter argument is, so you're saying the hardest boss in the game is the only hard part of the game. I was like, yeah, you tell him. And I'm not saying the game's hard, but I feel like what the real issue is the difference between the campaign and then the early end game is way easier than the corruption endgame. Of course, it's totally dependent on what build you're playing, but I feel like they should tune the campaign and the early endgame back up to where it used to be. And just kind of make it a little bit more balanced. You know, kind of balance it out that way, I guess. Yeah, just one man's opinion. It was kind of nice breezing through the campaign in the early end game, though. This one I'm actually having to, like, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know these monsters had that attack. Like, it's kind of weird. Champions Coliseum, that sounds awesome. Oh. What happens if I don't kill this and they all get to the middle? Do I just die? I've never... Usually these things are dead before I can count to 3.
I cannot do that.
I didn't even realize I had a point in there, rip. I wonder how long I've had that sitting there. I probably don't want to know. I'm not gambling idols right now. I know I'm skipping that at the end of those, but I don't feel like it right now. I'm saving up my memory ember.
I cannot do that.
I wonder what the higher, like, what the corruptions actually unlock. I mean, they must unlock something.
Cannot do that.
Like a new, I don't know, affixes, type. There must be something, or is it just literally difficulty? I kind of want to look into that. I guess we could check game guide, but
I cannot do that.
maybe we'll check that before we close up shop. More dots, more dots, more dots. I think there's like 3 different things I think I could do to this build to bring it to the next level. First option is working in that devouring ore. What in the world is this? Second one is working in time rocks. We're already doing damage over time because damage over time does scale our void hammers. And then the third thing is throwing smite onto our hammers. But I'm kind of hesitant to do that because I'm not currently scaling spell damage. Like, the one that makes the most sense is the time rot stuff. Okay, yeah, we know about that. Corruption increases item rarity, experience gained, monster health, monster damage, and how much stability echoes give. Corruption also increases area level and increases the rarity of guaranteed echo rewards. It very slightly increases the odds of unique items having LP or will. Well, I guess we have to have it for the whole Harbinger thing. That's cool. You can lower it if you get it too high. I didn't know that. Interesting. I did not mean to put all those in there. All right, I am a little bit over my time here. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. That's it. Hopefully you guys had a good Friday night here. If you hung out here with us live, I greatly appreciate it. That is going to wrap up our last Epoch Void Hammer Friday night stream night. It was pretty fun. I love the crafting. The more I look into it and the more I play around with it and the more I learn, the more fun it is, honestly. And man, I'm loving it. I'm thinking about looking into the time rot stuff. I feel like that'll be an easy little switch, and hopefully we'll pump out a little bit more damage. But yeah, that's going to be a thing where I have to sit down and theory craft it out for a little bit and compare and see, and then actually test it out in practice. So yeah, that's it. That's the Void Night stream. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of the weekend. I might do a stream tomorrow night and maybe do a little bit of a longer one if I'm feeling it. We'll just kind of see what the family vibe is here. Family first, the pillar around here, as always. If you watch the video replay here on YouTube, congratulations. You listened to me talk about video games for 2 hours. And again, if you hung out here with us live, give us a lurk, whatever it is. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for the continued love and support. We'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace.